had done a video yesterday and I really didn't post it. So I'm going to try to do one on live and just get it over with. Um, I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things and then show you what I've gotten done on the diamond painting for my mother-in-law. Um, so let's get started. um, as a lot of you guys know, I am in South Carolina, and as it's looking like South Carolina is going to be hit with Florence. Um, I was told yesterday that with my daughter being disabled, that I have to be evacuated if we're under mandatory evacuation. Um, Now, where we live, we're like 45 minutes away from Charleston, and yesterday we were like borderline in the evacuation zone, and this morning, since it shifted a little bit north, it looks like we're not quite in the evacuation zone. So, we might be just staying. Um, I don't really know what to really do or anything. Like, I'm so stressed out. My boyfriend says that if we go, he's not going, and it's stressful. Like, I'm so tired. We have no headache medicine in this house, and I have like this monster behind headache. And yeah. Alright. Sorry, I had to run and do something real quick. And yeah, so let's continue. Lord Jesus. Anyway, so right now it's like a flip flop of are we staying, are we not? We don't really know. With the way the storm is coming, it looks like most of the end of South Carolina is going to end up with like rainstorm, and we're not at the end of South Carolina, but we're also not like we're like in the middle. So we're just like almost screwed either way we go. And um we're we're like a good hour out from Edisto Beach and the coastline, and honestly, with the way it's shifting, we might be far enough out that we would just get the rainfall, and our house is on the hill, so we're not really worried about that. Um, but it's just it's stressful dealing with it. Her dad, well, not her dad, but my boyfriend is like, well, I gotta work. Your work is not more important than your actual well-being of being alive. So, yeah, and he works at a milk plant. It's not like he works for emergency responders or anything in that sort. You work for a milk plant. Like, I think the milk will be okay. Um, it's just, I don't know, guys. I am so tired. I am so stressed out. I don't know what to do in the fact of trying to get this shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that word. Just get all this done because that tells you how stressed out I am. I'm cussing. Like, I'm so stressed out with everything going on, and with me being told that I have to take Bree out if we're in mandatory evacuation, and 1 minute we are, 1 minute we're not, and it's just flip flopping back and forth, and I don't know what to do. We like don't have the money to really get out of here. For one, I mean we're gonna figure it out if we have to get out, but for one, we really don't have to. So if we get out of here and it doesn't hit this part as bad, then it's gonna be like we did it for almost nothing except for wasting money that we could have used on something else. And so it's like, what should we do? I mean, I'm almost considering just waiting it out. Even if the rain is so bad, like we lose electricity, that I know how to do her feeds without electricity because a lot of you know she's on I can't think of the word. Tube feedings. God, guys. That tells you how bad I am off right now. She's on tube feedings right now, so I know how to do it without. The only one that I will not be able to do is in her continuous nighttime feeds, which I really think will be okay for a few days. That's the only really big thing that is going to happen that I can't, if we lose power, that's the only real issue that we have. With her having two feedings. So, yeah. Also, let's get past Florence, because right now it's just stressing me out. Also, really kind of ticked off. A lot of you know that our old landlord, messed us up on our deposit saying that we destroyed the property and everything, and we did not. I had pictures. I had 74 pictures, and apparently I had every picture but the one corner he claims there was a hole. And he had a picture, but see, it wasn't dated. It wasn't, he only had it in the email that he claims that happened right afterward. But the picture was not dated itself. All our pictures were dated itself, stating the day the picture was taken. That picture we don't know when that picture was taken because there's no way. He says that there's a hole as big as a poster behind the door. Like, we wouldn't have noticed that. And we took pictures of the little bit of damage that was done, like paint chips and blinds. And he looked at the judge and he's like, look, would you think I would take pictures of this and not take pictures of a hole? Like, I mean, I'm already admitting to damage, well, not really damage, but I'm already admitting to, it wasn't in perfect condition when I gave it back. And the judge said that he believed that he would have taken pictures of it if it was there. But since we don't have a picture of that angle to prove that it wasn't there, that he had to rule in his favor because of that. And then he said that there was, and I actually had a picture of the angle, and he said there wasn't a picture of the angle, that there was the drywall was ripped away from the closet by my daughter, where my daughter's room was. I had a picture of that angle. And so we're going to let the judge know that there is a picture of that angle. Yeah. And his estimates for both of them were like $200. Bull. Because there was no damage. See, right there actually should prove that he's being a liar. Because there was nothing wrong with that wall. I have a picture of that angle, and there's absolutely nothing wrong. The only thing that's on that wall is a scuff mark from her crib, which I took a picture of, because that's the reason why I took a picture of that wall, was because there was a scrape mark from her crib. So we're going to let the judge know that I mean, the case is closed, so there's nothing they can do about it anymore. But in future references, they know that he's a liar. And honestly, he needs to be brought up on perjury charges because there's no way there was a hole behind that door. I could have sworn I took a picture behind our door, but apparently I didn't, or I thought I did, and it never took. I don't really know. But, so, honestly, the judge was like, I'm looking at these pictures, and I've never, people have come in here with pictures, and it's never been this clean for a rental property. So he was really impressed with us, and he honestly thought that we possibly had not done that hole. But he had no proof of otherwise, so he unfortunately. But see, he was our old landlord was trying to make us pay for damages, and he said you have their $500 deposit. That's all you're getting. Because honestly, this is a immaculate trailer, and that's all you're getting. He's like, I don't even really believe that you deserve the $500, but that's all you're getting. And because he was trying to say that that hole was 500 or 250 something, and the other hole was 270 something, and that we had to have extra sprays for the exterminator. We didn't. They came on their normal times and everything like that. But see, he didn't bring in the bug guy for cross-examination or anything like that. So, yeah. He only had a written statement, which actually the judge did not take because he didn't show up. His written statement was not admissible or whatever because he wasn't there to be, cross-examined by Tanner. So, yeah. He was trying to say that there was like $200 for that, and I'm like, no, there wasn't, because he had to come every 3 months like he's supposed to, but every time he came, there was one corner that had roaches in it, and we don't know why. It wasn't anything we had done, because if it was something of us, then it would have been throughout the entire trailer. It was only in that one corner in that one outlet, so that obviously was there before us. But whatever, it's over and it's done with now. He can rot in where. He's a total jack. I mean, I can't even express my feelings about him right now because I am so irritated with the fact that he is such a slime ball to get away with everything. And honestly, they'll get theirs one day, you know. I mean, Hurricane Florence is coming, so who knows? That was mean, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, so it is what it is, and honestly, that money would have come in like extremely handy, but whatever. Uh, we are. We know that we had done no wrong, and honestly, that judge really thought we had done nothing wrong. And if I had taken that picture or actually had that picture, we probably would have walked away with $500 yesterday. Just one freaking angle, and he claimed that we had done, and that one angle is the only angle that I didn't get in the freaking entire house. So I really think that even if it is there, that they went in there and did it after they got the paperwork saying that we were taking them to court. I really do. I know that sounds terrible, but I really do. Um, because they actually took possession of the place before they were supposed to have. They actually walked in there. We did not give possession of the house back until the 25th, but or the 27th, but when we went on the 25th to put the keys up, the carpets had already been like cleaned and stuff, and they were wet from being like steam cleaned. And he really had the nerve to say, "Well, how do you think we got in there if you left the keys on the counter?" Da, 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 da. He's like, "Well, how do you walk in when my girlfriend's sleeping in her bed?" And the judge was like, wait, what happened?" He's like, "Oh yeah, they had keys to the house to where they walked in while my girlfriend was sleeping in her bedroom, and instead of knocking on the door and just walk in the bedroom." He was supposed to be there to fix something, but he didn't knock on the door at all. And I was sitting in my bed sleeping. I was pregnant with Emerson, and he just walks in my bedroom door. And I'm like, hello? Like, what are you doing? He's like, well, I knocked. I was like, no, you didn't. He's like, I don't know. I was like, yeah, because you don't know what you did, except for that you walked inside my home while I'm inside of it. So that makes me wonder how many times they walked inside of our home when we weren't there. And Tanner said that and bumped him on that, and then he tried to say we didn't have a 30-day notice, and the judge accepted the text message. Yeah, the judge said that is a written day, that is a written out 30-day notice, and that he had no right to ever say that, and actually he's going to get charged, I think for that. I don't know. Because technically he lied on a court document saying that there was no 30-day notice, and there was. So, I mean, he's going to get his. It's just annoying. Sorry, y'all. I know I rambled on about that. It was just, irritating. Anyway, so now, I want to show you what I've done on it. I've actually worked a little bit more on it than I did yesterday, so there's just a little bit more to look at than I had in the video yesterday, so I'm not even going to put that one up. I'm just going to put this one up and be done with it. Sorry, y'all. Just hold on real quick. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay, guys. Sorry. Like I said, I was working on it last night. I don't really know what else to do. I'm so out just trying to get my mind off of it. But this I did over the weekend. Like, basically, Saturday and Sunday, I did the whole bottom half. Yesterday, the boy's head was not done. And now it's completely done. So there's a little boy. And I did this part last night. I got a long way to go. Y'all see my son's puffs. I have a long way to go, but I mean, after the boy, let me flip it back. After the boy is done, the boy is done. Basically, all I have left is to just get the jar in the background made and go on with it, because the basic gist of the picture, which is the little boy in the swing in the jar, is basically done. So I just need to do the jar in the background, and it should be done and ready to roll out. With the storm coming in, I really don't know when I'm going to be getting my other ones, honestly. I'm supposed to have an Origami Owl package coming in too for my sister, and yeah, I don't know. It says on the 13th, and I'm like, but it was in Buckner, North Carolina yesterday, so I don't see why it would take from the 10th to the 13th from Buckner, North Carolina to South Carolina. So I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. Guys, I am so tired and so stressed out. Like, I'm trying to be upbeat and happy. It's just really, really hard to be upbeat and happy at this moment with everything going on with the storms and the possible evacuation and having to get Breland out of here. I don't know. I mean, I'm really just to the point of where I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and ride it out and see what happens. I mean, really, I don't know any other way of dealing with this right now, because basically if we're all together, at least we're all together. I don't really think this house is going anywhere. Um, his mom is saying, and she lives like 10 minutes from us, so she's not even that far away from us, and she's staying, and I don't know, it's just, I don't know. It's tiring, it's aggravating, and it's just like, my dad moved us here and then left us here. Like, he left, and I can't really go because I decided to get with a South Carolinian. Like, I can't go. My children are South Carolinian babies. You know, you brought us here. I made roots here because this is where I was told I had to be. and I made roots, and then you left. So, yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I'm so stressed out, and I'm so tired. I don't know what more I can really do with this. You know, honestly, I really wish that this year would have been a different year because since my daughter was born, that's 3 years of running from hurricanes. Because it got bad about 3 or 4 years ago where hurricanes were coming and they were like hitting us at hurricane status, not tropical storm status. Tropical storm we can deal with. Hurricane status, it's scarier. You know, this is the second year in a row that we're looking into having to run with my son, and I'm like, this is bull. I shouldn't have to go like this all the time. I mean, people do not have money to just evacuate one day and leave and pray to freaking God they come home and their house is still standing with everything in it. Like, it doesn't, that should not be a life. But my father put us here, and I made roots here, so I guess I can only blame myself for making roots here, but anyway, trying to think. There's something else I want to talk about, and I'm really not, like, after yesterday, I'm just not into it. I'm tired, I'm irritated, I'm aggravated, and I pray to God that I will still be here to tell you all what's going on. So, yeah. I hope y'all have a lovely day, and if you guys have any questions, concerns, just ask them down below, and I will answer to the best of my ability. I hope you guys, anybody that's out there watching in South Carolina, stay safe. Pray for us, please. Um, and like, subscribe, whichever. I'm always here. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.